I'm working on day 1 of Not No Jomo, and I have this envelope that I made. Um, I just, well, if you want to know how I made it, let me know and I'll do a little tutorial on it. It's really easy. I don't use like a punch board or anything like that. I just kind of wing it, and you can make any size you want. And I was just practicing with different sizes, and so I had it laying around. It's made with some Tim Holtz like craft resist paper, and then it has like a little game spinner to keep it closed. So first I'm going in with some Versamark embossing ink and some like corner like flourishy kind of stamps by Tim Holtz. All supplies will be listed in the description box below, and I'm just embossing that with super fine detail embossing powder. This is some golden high flow acrylic, and it's in green gold. And before I do that, I decided I wanted a little more stamping, so I'm using this little like wildflower bunch with some archival ink in jet black, and I'm just kind of stamping it around. I originally thought I wanted my envelope to go like vertically, but I do change my mind, so it didn't really matter that I was using the envelope as like a little guide, because it didn't end up being that way anyway, but that's how it goes sometimes, right? So I'm also stamping with a smaller little like corner flourish stamp by Tim Holtz. All these stamps are by Tim Holtz, and I'm just trying to fill in some of the empty spaces. I'm going to give that a quick dry to make sure it doesn't smear at all, and then I'm just applying my paint in kind of a rectangle and then spraying it with water, and then kind of pushing it around with my finger, and then spraying some more water so it kind of drips, and then turning my book and drying it as I'm turning it. Then I'm taking some, this is golden fluid acrylic in, I think it's cobalt teal, and I added some water and put some splatters on my page, and now I'm putting some of that onto my little envelope and just applying the color and then spraying it with my water bottle so it kind of like drips down and doesn't look so deliberate, like you can't see exactly where I applied it with the paintbrush. And then I'm taking the green gold and doing the same with my envelope. And this is some raw umber, also by Golden, but this is a heavy body, so I need a little bit more water to get it to that flowy point like the other paints. This is some super heavy gesso by Liquitex, and I'm just using a pointy palette knife. Or actually, no, I switched out the pointy palette knife. I'm just using a regular palette knife to apply it along the edges. I don't know, when I was placing it down on my page, it just seemed like to really stand out against the background. So I thought maybe some white would tone it down a little and make it blend a little better into the page. I'm messing around with what I want to put underneath. These are like some extra strips of muslin, and I don't really know, it really wasn't working for me vertically, so I just play around with different things I have. And then I saw this pattern paper and I liked that, so I thought, let me go with that theme of sewing and patterns and stuff like that. So I'm stamping some more of the of that wildflower, but I'm using a Timber Brown Stays-On ink, and now I'm taking the pattern paper, and kind of like pleating it and folding it up so that I can put it underneath my little envelope. I don't want it just to be like one sheet under there. I want it to have some dimension and a little bit of interest. So I'm folding it and kind of like fanning it out so it goes down. You can see what I'm talking about. I'm probably not explaining it correctly so that it's understandable, but I want it to look like a fan. And then I'm using just some clear tacky glue to adhere that down. And I like the orientation much better this way. This is a Viva Las Vegas stamp. It's called Dress Form, and in the dress form, in like the body part, it has like some wildflower silhouettes, which are really cool looking. So I'm just gonna fussy cut that out. And then I have some thread. This is some gold thread, and I'm not sure where I want my elements to go, so I'm just going to play around with placing them, and then I'm going to ball up my thread because I decided to put it underneath the dress form. Now I have a sentiment strip from the Tim Holtz, I think it's called Small Talk or Chit Chat. I'm not sure which one. They're like word stickers, phrase stickers. I'll have the exact product listed below in the description box. So I just stuck that down and called it a day. So yeah. Oh, I also added a little like hanger clip to the envelope on the top. Thank you so much for watching my day 1 of Not No Jomo. Days 2 through 5 are in the process of being edited, so they will be coming your way soon. And feel free to leave me any comments or questions down below. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.